What's up, Reacts fam? Welcome back to the channel. Everyone knows the god Shohei Ohtani.
And Ohtani's just tied it.
But no one knows where he may be headed at the trade deadline. So Casey and I are gonna watch some of his best highlights ever and then tell you where he could realistically go. He's coming to the O's?
He's coming to the O's. You see the video yesterday of the sound he made off the bat, but it was a foul ball.
Of the game. Oh, that is crushed.
Yeah, it sounds like an aluminum bat. He's also like insanely attractive. I hate to get started on that, but
See, I was going a different way. A lot of people talk about the fact that he is obviously amazing at hitting and pitching, but they say what shocks them is how fast he is for his size.
yeah, he can move.
I'm fastest, boy.
And I think Trout even said that he could play center field if he wanted to, which is just shows to the athletic prowess that he has.
We haven't even seen a pitching highlight, and he literally has a 3.3 ERA. The guy is an alien.
Three-run blast for Ohtani. Interashai.
Let's talk about where he might be going, though. So, Shohei would make any team obviously better, right? Do you agree with that?
I do.
But who can afford Shohei Ohtani? So we have a list of 4 teams. It's the Dodgers, it's the Mets, the Yankees, and of course, the Angels, who is paying him right now and also pays Mike Trout. Which of those 4 teams do you think Ohtani should be looking at?
I think the only teams he should consider are the Dodgers and the Angels. The Dodgers have young players and current good players who are ready to compete right away. And the Angels, like, if he becomes a guy who's stays at the Angels his entire career, he becomes a legend and the best Angel of all time.
Over Trout.
Yeah, easily over Trout.
I don't know about easily. People are like forgetting about Mike Trout. Ohtani's doing this. It's been a couple years.
No.
Trout's done it for a decade.
Nah, he's better than Trout. Probably already.
So none of those 4 teams, though, are like, I guess the Dodgers are kind of in it, but the rest of them aren't that in it.
The Mets and Yankees don't have rosters built to compete right now, so it wouldn't make sense for him to. He's not there to rebuild.
Strong disagree.
Who?
If you put Shohei on the Yankees right now and Judge back,
The
they're
bottom
next.
of their lineup is awful. Rizzo is playing awful baseball.
But they're still winning games.
They're in last place in the AL East.
But they're 50 and 44. They're still winning games. And if you get a number 1 pitcher with Cole and a number 1 hitter with Judge as protection,
I don't think it takes them. They're pitching. Like, I understand he's a pitcher also, so he would take their speed.
Look at this.
10 runs they gave up. Tyone sucks. He's not on their team anymore. But
what are you talking about? That is the Yankees. They're up.
They're up. I'm an idiot. All right, but I just saw an interesting thing. The Miami Marlins owner was talking about a potential rental opportunity.
What does that even mean?
So the Angels would agree to pay him after the season, but as they're 6 games out, Trout's hurt, they're probably not making the playoffs. I think everyone can comfortably say they're not making the playoffs. They would trade him to get some sort of assets back for half a season for a competitor and then pay him after the season.
That's unheard of.
It's actually been done before.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
But the Marlins guy said it's been done before. He didn't mention who it was, the owner or GM. And our Orioles could be interested.
He's coming to the O's?
He's coming to the O's. We have the best farm system in the league right now.
It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with he rocks a Lamar Jackson jersey.
Yes, he does do that, but we could give the prospects. So the Marlins GM said that it would be a combination of 6 players just for the rental.
What?
Yeah, 6 players. 2 starters in the MLB, 2 top 30 prospects, and then 2
You can't do that. You can't do that.
We would still have a lot of our good prospects, and then Shohei, and we go and win a World Series instead of taking a risk.
No guarantee. He can't even get to the playoffs. I know his WAR is 100.
It's a team sport. What do you mean he can't even?
That's my point. So you can't give up 6 guys for him. Look, all right, he hits a 2-run home run. They're down 10-2.
Because the Angels suck. The O's are the second best team in the MLB right now.
Best team?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. My latest power rankings say that they're second.
All right, so the Orioles and the Rays could do rental spots. Those are teams who aren't going to pay Ohtani.
Right, we can't pay
obviously.
him.
But they're like, hey, maybe this is our year. We'll go all in for it. I think that's way too much. But then
I
you
think-
watch his highlights and it's like, maybe he's worth it.
I think 6 is probably aggressive. Like 1 starter, 2 top 30 guys, and 1 further away prospect.
Dude, for 3 months of baseball, think about it.
It's
Think
a
about-
World Series. That's why it's probably us.
It's not a
and the Rays.
guarantee, though.
No, of course, nothing's. But the prospects you're giving up aren't guarantees either.
But they're good. They've shown promise. And they've,
Good and promise. He's as good as it gets.
but they have more time to play out. This is 3-month rental. We're talking, if it's Orioles or Rays, one of those teams could be home after 2 games. Ohtani has 1 bad outing and you're going home. And you just traded multiple starters and multiple prospects. I don't think you could do the rental. The most interesting part of this whole puzzle is what about the teams that are in contention, aren't going to pay Ohtani, but the threat of another team getting Ohtani might be larger than life. So the Braves are the best team in the NL. Right now, they're the best team. But if the Dodgers get Ohtani, maybe they're the best. Then you've got like the Rangers and the Astros. So those teams are in an interesting spot where they might have to play defense. But can they?
It's tough to spend the amount of assets you're going to have to just play. And it's obviously not just playing defense because you obviously get Ohtani. But the Rangers and the Braves, those teams feel pitching and hitting that they're good enough to compete for the World Series already. So giving anything up, like you said, anything can happen, wouldn't really make sense for them. Like the Orioles who have...
Oh, we're getting highlights from the old days.
The Orioles who have no pitching, it makes sense. He becomes their ace.
He hit the roof.
He hits moonshots.
Maybe he couldn't play in Tampa. They have roof issues.
True.
People hit the roof all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's go. I would die for Ohtani in an Orioles jersey. I kind of want Machado more than him, though. Yeah, the return. All right, the last team we haven't talked about in this whole thing, because Diamondbacks,
This was
Reds,
amazing. Sorry, he
Brewers.
hit his first home run and no one would do any, and then they all.
Oh, the
Pujols, Trout, Ohtani, all on the same team.
I mean, Pujols was old as dirt by then, but
Yankees
here
up
we go.
11-5.
Yankees can put them on. The last team is the Giants. So the Giants, they come from a wealthy city in San Francisco.
They wanted to spend on Judge.
They wanted to spend on Judge, so maybe they really could. They're in the mix. They're in the wild card chase.
They're mixing, but they're not in
But
the
maybe they're the
mixer.
team that could pay him out of the blue.
They could definitely pay him, but I don't know if the Giants are ready to win this year. Like they would just
Who
wait.
knows who's ready?
We're talking trade partners. I don't think the Giants have a package or a want to trade for him. If he's a free agent, they would get involved, but I don't know if they would trade for him.
It's tough to say. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments section. Wherever Ohtani goes is going to make a team significantly better. But what team will that be? Make sure you hit subscribe, throw us a like, and we'll see you next time.
And also comment if you want us to do how to flirt while playing sports next.
Hey, ladies, would you like a ball?